Okay, little hiccup to start. Holy cow, what's up? Better take a look at my stream here. Streamlabs did an update. Hopefully everything looks alright. Yeah, it looks like it looks alright. And let's see if I can get my chat to expand here a little bit. I don't know why it fights me with this. Oh, I remember how I got it to fix last time. There we go, I got it. Working on some things on my end. There we go, got that done. Let's get over here and get the bot going. Okay, it should be up and going. Let me see if anybody gets in the slots. Make sure they're working. Yep, okay. Cool, Michael. Looks like the slots are going. We'll get the giveaway going. Okay, it should be going. Explanation point raffle. We'll get you in there. Howdy everybody coming in. Looks like we got a 44 Philly on the war nickel. Got a tone 63 out of Philly on the Rosie dime. Again, everybody getting in here looks like. Hopefully I don't have that edge on my server. Does it look like it's full screen? Do I have a white edge on the edge? Maybe you guys can tell me. I'm seeing a white edge on mine. Right side. Like I said, Streamlabs did an update. It's been playing with me a little bit. White edge, you see the white edge? Okay. See if we can't get rid of that. It should be gone now, hopefully. Like I say, Streamlabs updated. Yep, okay. Yep. Gotcha. Yeah, every time they update, they got to play with something, so at least that was an easy fix. Anyway, explanation point raffle, get you in there. In that giveaway. Dennis, I got your envelope today. Have not opened it yet. So I'll take a look inside of it. Howdy everybody popping in here. We are going to hunt through a DT wheat cent bag. I'm pretty sure this one's better than the last one we did. Have some earlier dates in there. I'm hoping anyway. See if we can find anything tonight. Like I say, we've been filling on the later album as much as we can. During the stream, we'll do it in 2 parts. Then we'll go back and fill the earlier date ones, so I'll set that one aside. Besides that, not much new. I went out and sprayed a bunch of weeds today. Got that done. I needed to do it a few weeks ago. Should have put one more gallon on, but I didn't have time for the stream, get ready for the stream, so hopefully the driveways and everything look a little better around here in about a week. Nice day. It's been a nice week all week long. Yeah, my spray, the broadleaves and whatever, they start wilting about 30 minutes. It's pretty good mix that I make up. The grass, well, I say Roundup, but it's glyphosate. It takes about a week to knock the grass back, to brown it up, but all the little dandelions and all that stuff, they'll be all wilted in the morning. Yeah, I've got my own mix. I use about a 4% Roundup, and then about a 1 to 2% brush killer. It will, the brush killer will kill all the broadleaves. Little trees, it'll burn them back. Cool, Brian. Yeah, it's been nice. Been a nice week here, more or less. Haven't had the air conditioner going all week. I think next week's supposed to be the same, which we'll probably pay for that in July and August. Get in that giveaway, exclamation point raffle. This weekend, or our member stream in a couple weeks, or after the first of the month. I have to do a little thinking about that. I will know more tomorrow. It does, the 4th and the 5th falls on a weekend, which probably ain't a very good time to be doing a live stream. Most of you guys probably off doing things. I will probably be doing our fireworks and stuff that I normally do with my buddy, and I don't know. And then I'm racing on the 11th, so I don't know how we're going to work it in. Like I say, I'll know more tomorrow. Maybe next week I can kind of let you know what we're going to do. We might have to do like a Monday and Tuesday stream. I don't know. Because like I say, the weekend of the 11th isn't good. Dennis! I see ya. What would you like, Dennis? Want one of the $50 sets? See what we got for an Indian head in here. 1905 on the Indian head, Dennis. Cents toward the end of stream, gotcha. We can do that. Oh yeah, we'll just mark it on here. Congrats, Dennis, and thanks. Say that'll go to the end of stream for whoever gets it. Looks like the raffle is over with. Hopefully everybody got in there. Yeah, that's what, that weekend's probably not a good weekend, just period, for anybody. So we'll see, we'll know more. Here, I talk to my buddy tomorrow. And it probably will have to go over 2 days again. There is 26 or 27 members. We'll probably do nickels for you guys this time. So that way you be able to maybe get some silver. Who knows? Give you guys all the 40s and 50s. And any varieties, proofs, blah, blah, blah. So, okay. Looks like got 24 of you in that giveaway. See who gets it. David Carlisle. I see you, Lyle. Congrats, Lyle. Congrats, David. What would you like, Lyle? I've got the 2026 half dollars. That's your choice. See what we got for an Indian head. That's another 1905. I usually try to get different dates, but see what Lyle wants. Any of the 2026 P&D dollars? You want the 2026 halves? Gotcha. Trying to come out of the package. Nice half dollars for Lyle. Set those back aside. Well, the bot's being nice to you guys to start off tonight. Congrats, Lyle. If it's the same, David, nope, you don't need to send it to me. Same with you, Lyle. I've got it. Unless it changes, I'll have it. I got it in a spreadsheet, so all good. Well, first thing we're going to do before we open the bag up, I got a couple BU cents I'm going to put in this album rather than pulling them back out. We got a 58 Denver, nice one, put in there. Got a 55 Philly, put in there. I think Dennis sent me those, or no, Architect maybe sent me those. 58 Denvers, I think, is what Dennis sent me, and that's a 58 Philly. Okay, David. put those in there first, that way I don't have to pull them out later and replace them. So we'll just get those out of the way right off the bat. I'm going to do like I've always been doing. Grab a handful, set the bag off to the side here, if I can get the bag open. Again, howdy everybody. You're coming in, just come in. Got a few nice ones to start off there with. That's a 56 Denver in a little red brown. We need to check that one though for the repunch mint mark. That's a 46. Yeah, I think this bag has got some oldies in it. Speaking of that, there's a 25. So we already know that bag is better than the last bag that we got into. Wasn't anything earlier than a 1940. 56. Philly. That's a 58 Denver. That one's definitely much better than that one. Or that one. Much better than that one. 50 Philly. They say at the end of the stream we'll have the last albums that we did up. That's a 46 are available yet for the end of the stream. That's a 45. Another 46. There's a 37. 57 Denver. $56. Already got it. And make sure 53 Denver. Hopefully everybody's had a good weekend. Mine's gone good so far. There's a 39. There's a 1920. It's already much better bag than the previous one. 52 Denver. Another 46. I had 3 or 4 of them already. That's a 45. $52 Philly. Another 56 Denver. Yeah, I didn't look at that first one to see if it was where the mint mark was placed. Take a look at it again. Yeah, it's not the shadow D or the DD or the RPM, other RPM. 54. Cool, Brian. Yeah, I should get a fire going here myself too one of these days. 46. Yeah, we got a 42 Philly. Fill a spot. Hopefully everybody got their stuff from a couple weeks ago. Probably only exception would probably be Kane. 56. $48. Which we don't have yet. First handful down. We get to 25 likes. That's a 45. 22, we're getting close. 45. Thanks, Dennis. 51 Denver. Let's make sure it ain't an S. To Denver, we got 53 Denver, we got 42, we already got 45, we got 58's in there. Well, we got a 1919 out of Philly. Lower mintage than like the San Francisco, if I remember right. 25 Philly. 45, 42, 53 Denver, doubling up a lot of them here. Well, we've got, I think that's a 29. And it's just a Philly, so had to look at it under the scope for a second. 44 Denver. That is one we can look at for over mint mark. '56 Denver. That one, the mint mark is high enough to make sure that's there's a possibility. Another 56 Denver. That's close. We'll look at it too. 45. There's another 29. 48. 46. I think we got them both. Next handful, 27 likes. Okay, Littlefoot. Thank you. See what we got. 45 out of Philly. That's got a Denver mint mark. 64 on the Rosie dime. Get to the giveaway here. Okay, it should be going. Exclamation point raffle. Get you in there. Another thing, if you guys want to promote your YouTube channel, you bet, Littlefoot. You can promote your channel every 15 minutes by using the exclamation me. Oh no, it's messing up again. Streamlabs did that update, and now that isn't working, is it? Oh no, it's working. Okay. At least it worked on mine. Never got my package. Really, Littlefoot? I want to check Dennis's out here. Oh, it's not working. Worked for me. Sorry, guys. Doggone thing. Well, hopefully it shows up, Littlefoot, here in a little bit. Let me go work on that frickin' command. They've changed it on me again. Let me go to my channel, but why do they change this on me about every other week? $18 of you in there so far. You got 15 minutes. Or 15 seconds. Probably about 5 now. Well, I think I got that fixed now. You can promote your channel. But if you tried it, you won't be able to for 15 minutes. We'll try it at or sometime here in the future, see if it works. Okay, looks like maybe it'll work again. Yep, it's working again. I don't know why they had to put the @ symbol in there again. Last time it was putting 2 of them in there. So, yeah, now your channels promote. Okay. Just hang on, guys. I'll open it back up. Okay, it's open. We'll open it up here for another 15-30 seconds, guys. Exclamation point raffle. If you didn't get in there. See if I can see. Yep, 20 in there now. Brian got in there. I think somebody else did too, but it doesn't want to scroll down. Yeah, a couple of you did. Okay, close it up, pick a winner. Michael Martin. Michael Martin. Hi, John Chum. Well, Littlefoot, if you don't get it here in the next week or so, we'll figure something out for you. Congrats, Michael. Okay, we'll get back to the hunt. They've been really bad. It wouldn't be the first one that's taken more than 2 weeks to get there. And I've had a couple of them even come back saying not valid address, even though I know it is. So it's crazy, some of the stuff that I had that happen with one of Kane's packages. I had one, somebody else, Hillbilly Ninja, I think, Hillbilly, and the address is right, and I sent it back. He said that ain't the first time that's happened. Anyway, we got 1940. I'm going to set that aside. That'll go in the other book. We'll get you fixed up. 58 Denver. I won't mark or move the stuff off my spreadsheet so I know what you got coming. Well, for one thing, I know you probably had your dimes in there. Is that 1919 again? It is. No mint mark. 1919. Second one of them we've had. Close, Michael. Yeah, we'll do them for a couple months to the members, and I think I got them today. I will have the nickels for you guys here in another month and a half. This year's nickels. 56. Another 56. 46. There's another 1940. Say I'll put them aside, that way I don't have to dig through all the 40s to get the 1940 in the other album. It's 55 Denver, I believe. It is. That will fill a spot. I do have, I know where I put them, but I got a BU 55S for that spot too, so we get a 55S in the hunt, which I haven't had much luck finding lately in our hunts. I will find that roll that I've got somewhere and fill that spot. Well, we got a 26, but not an S. That's a 26. Not the SMI key 26S. Another 1940. Again, if you're just coming in, I see Mike Slies. Howdy. Howdy to y'all. 51 Denver. Oh, is that another thing you had coming too? Yeah, Littlefoot. Like I say, I've got that all wrote down. I've been trying to keep the last two things I send out in my spreadsheet, so 52 Denver, we got it. Yeah, I do too, Littlefoot. It'll either show up or it'll come back to me. It's kind of beat up. I think it's a 25. No mint mark, 25 Philly. It's another one to go into the other book. That's a 53 Philly. I just want to make sure. Nope, it's a 55. Interesting. I'll put that one up there. We can look at it. Got a little something going on by the date. 54 Denver. That'll fill a spot. What's that, Michael? Did he hit something? Said Ben, Indian Edge steel scent. Is that what it said? Indian Head Buffalo. Ben, Indian Head Buffalo. What are you wanting there, Michael? Around? Oh! Got you. 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 Took me a second. That's what you want. Okay, you need my PayPal, Michael? The case is cracked. I may pop that open and take it out of that case there, Michael, for you. Whatever price I had up there. Okay, Michael, thank you. Thank you, thank you. Took me a second to figure out what you were talking about. We'll get to that headed your way here Monday. I don't think there should be any issues with me getting stuff out Monday. Unless you guys go way to town here. Well, that's a 27, I believe. So we're getting a good pile of... Got you, Michael. Getting your own Father's Day gift. That's a 46. Yeah, silver price is down a little bit. Wish the mint would drop their prices a little bit, but that ain't gonna happen. Yeah, happy Father's Day to you fathers out there. '57 Denver. 57 Philly, which we don't have yet. Close, Brian. There's a 36 we can look at. Well, I hope not, Dennis. Close, Jim. I understand, Brian. I understand completely. That they've got prices on that stuff is way outrageous this year. What gets me is the I would say, Dennis, that I would want to claim me as your dad. Not the other way around. Oh, I don't know. '56. Hey, there's a 41. No, Littlefoot. Oh, hell no. Over $10,000? Oh, hell no. $35. I agree. I agree, Brian. 100%. The price jump this year for circulated products like that is just baloney. And I sort of understand the silver thing if I know they've got to kind of buy their silver in advance, and that money is put out in advance, so they maybe had to buy at the wrong time on the silver, but it's ridiculous, all the prices on the stuff this year. The mint set, the uncirculated sets, it's ridiculous. The silver proof set, ridiculous proof set, but they are San Francisco minted. And that's the one thing I didn't think. I thought San Francisco Mint was going to close this year, and those proof sets are San Francisco minted, so maybe that's going to be the last San Francisco product. '57 Denver. The one thing about the $19,000, holy cow. And they limited the silver one to that many pieces, and it's ridiculous too. Hey Chris, 41, another one. 45, we got it. But yeah, the uncirculated sets has the penny in them. But the thing is, they're going to keep making the penny just for the uncirculated sets. I didn't figure they were going to do that. It don't really make sense. But those will be low mintage coins. I've heard people say that the sets, those pennies, are going to be worth $100, so I don't know. 51. But yeah, I normally get 2 of the uncirculated sets. Not this year. 54 Denver. It's too much money for an uncirculated set. Well, like I say, I've got last year's for sale here yet. Always buy a couple, or always have. Not this year. 48. Yeah, you need some help, retired old guy. They sent you the Davy Jones locker. 56 Denver. That might be one of the DDOs. 51. Got it. Another 27. 53 Denver. I think we got that one. Yeah. '49 Denver. That'll fill a spot. Just make sure it's a Denver. $51 Denver. Just need the S now. That's a 46 Denver. It is. That'll fill a spot. $57. Okay, next handful. Actually, I'm going to grab a drink. Well, we got a good start on the book. 49. That'll fill a spot. $39. A nice red cent here. Ooh. 51 Denver. Well, we've already got it filled. Actually, that might go in my book. That is cool, Brian. What we got going on there? It's a 46. Got a good scratch above the 6. Almost looked like a mint mark up there. It said that one would have been really different. That one's going to be tough to see. Got a 29 there. And a 58 we can look at. It's another 27. A little fire damage maybe. Anyway. That's our first 44 Philly. No way. We've gone this long. First 44. Gotta always have a 44. There'll probably be 2 more in my hand here. Another 44. $19.40. There you go, Brian. Silverman. Silverman. I think we already looked at this. 1905 on the Indian head cent. Or you like one of the other things. Half dollars, dollar coins. If you need me to tell you, I can do that. 20, 26 P or D dollars, P or D. Put in the end of stream. Want to do that? And get you a 2026 $half set, Silverman, if you don't, if you wanted it. That is your choice. End of stream? Okay. We can do that. Right on there, Silverman to end of stream. So that's a couple going to the end of stream. Thank you, Drew. Thank you, thank you. $20, holy cow. I appreciate you, bud. That's a big one. Thank you, Silverman. Thank you, Drew. That will help in the shipping costs. Like I said, there, what, 2 weeks ago, I had about, what, 25 envelopes that went out. That's another 27 there. Thank you, retired old guy. Some of them are nice, some of them aren't so nice. I actually got some new ones coming too, so actually there's a couple dates in the batch I got that will fill in my backup book. And then the rest will go toward you guys. And then I always check to make sure if there isn't some updates in there for my albums. '57 Denver. I got some more steel scents. Hopefully they're a little nicer. I know some of these are kind of rusty. 53 Denver. But what do you expect from steel scents? '46. '53 Denver. Hey, there's another 44. And another 46. '51 Denver. There's a 55 we can look at. 1911. Just make sure there's no mint mark there. No, 1911. Sure that'll fill a spot. '53 Denver. '45. Yeah, this bag's definitely much better than the last bag. There's a 58 I was going to look at. 45. 57 Denver. Another 44 and a 51. And another 44. I knew we couldn't go for long. There's a 58 to look at. Out finding a 44 or 5. 53. I think we got a 53 in there yet. Philadelphia. Close, Dennis. Another 41 to look at. Getting a pile up there. Probably ought to get the scope fired up. 52 Denver. Another 56, but not Shadow D or RPM. '57 Denver. Another 41. 45. 57 Denver, had a lot of them. 58 Denver. I think I'll do one more handful, then we'll go to the scope. See if we can't find a variety here. '46. 57 Denver. A lot of them. 56. Oh, went in the wrong slot. 55 Denver. Another 41. 56 or a 50. Either way, we got it. So, okay, Kane. See you after bet. 45 Denver. That's going to fill a spot. Pretty nice one there. Another 57 Denver. 46. 56 Denver. Not RPMs. 53. 44, does it have a mint mark? Sort of looks like it might, but it doesn't, just a scratch. 39. Okay, time to get the scope going here. Got a pile. Shoot, I've been watching that screen. Huh. Now that's off center, and I fixed that earlier. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Actually, let me look. Maybe it ain't. Maybe it's because I moved that page over. Nope, it's off center. Huh. That is weird. I fixed that earlier, before the stream. Like I say, Streamlabs did an update, and now stuff is moved around. Okay, 1941, looking for the DDOs. This is a pretty nice 41 too, not bad. Looks like we got a split on the 9. That might be one of the deep, not the one we're looking for, I don't think, but I think we're going to have to set this one aside. Definitely got some thickness on Liberty too. That would be strange. First one we look at be one of the DDOs. I don't think it's one of the ones we're really looking for, but I'm sure there's more than just the 3 recognized ones. That Liberty is awfully thick. And like I say, I can see a split on the bottom of the 9. That one's going to go aside. We'll do a little more looking later. $55. Everybody would love to have one of these double dies. Not seeing anything going on there. We do need 55. No, we already got the 55 in the album. $58, looking for the very rare double die obverse. Major separation on the Liberty, which is not there. This is that 55 that has something going on there. I got to look at it. I don't know if we got a die chip there or if it's just damaged. I'll look under my loop here real quick. Well, it looks like it's a die chip. No, just some gunk stuck in there. As you can see, I didn't treat the penny too nice there. I used my knife. Nothing going on. Another 58. Pretty nice shape, but no doubling on the Liberty. $41. Looking for the 3 DDOs. Like I said, the one earlier, it might be one of the non-recognized DDOs. We'll have to do a little more searching on that. That's not one. And I should have threw that up there to put in the spot. Now we got more. That's not the Shadow D. Not the RPM. I need to put that one in a spot too. Actually, I think we got a nicer one. 1944, Denver, looking for the D over S. See a little bit of that S above the D, which isn't there on that one. So not what we're looking for. Okay, here's another pretty nice 41. There again, I see that little split on the 9, but might be just something that this one has a little damage. That's what's causing that split. Looks like a split. A little bit of damage on that one, but not what we're looking for. Hey Larry, get your brakes on. $36. There again, seeing a lot of thickness on the 9 with a possible split on the bottom. Gotcha, Larry. Larry is replacing brakes today. Boy, it looks like a split, but it may just be some damage. Not seeing anything on the 1 or the 6, which I would think I would see. Probably just some damage. Another 41. Say we had a pile of these in there. Again, looks like a little bit of a die chip on the below the serif of the 4, or the bottom leg of the 4. But Not seeing any DDO there. Okay, looking for that shadow D, not there, don't see the other DDO. 56 Denver. Hi Otis. Okay, this is the one that's going to go in the book. Pretty nice 56 Denver, little red brown. That D isn't up high enough for the shadow D, so that one is a nice one for the book. Yet another 41. Not seeing anything. One to go. Dennis canceled the duel. $58. Be really nice to find one of these. But not there. Okay. Well, we got a few spots to put coins in. Put that nice 56 Denver in there. Got the 44 Denver. Put in there. Got the 41. That's it. Yeah, we're gaining. About time for them slots to start going again. Had a pretty good go at the beginning. $46. Denver. Looking where that mint mark is placed. That's not one we're looking for. $55. I think we got the Denver already. Say I'll have a nice 55S to put in there. Uh-oh, David. You guys finally figure out how to get the dual to work? Like I say, I had to play with my .me thing tonight again that had to put the @ sign back in there so it'd work. I wish they'd quit playing with things. '53 Denver. Hi, Scott. Oh, it plugged the tire, yeah. 40. $45. 42, no mint mark. We got it. I'm gonna grab a drink. Close to New Marshall. Close, Silverman. $45, 40. That one's going to go right to the return. Got plenty of nicer 40s up there. There's a 41. $49, I'm sure we got. We're seeing a 47 coming up, which we don't have yet in the book. '51 Denver. We got it. $44. 50 Denver. We don't have yet. '56 Denver. That mint mark's up high enough. Take a look at it. '46 Denver. I don't think we've seen a San Francisco mint yet, have we? Single one. Of course, the 46S we could look at. Here's another new date. 28 Denver. '44. '56 Denver. Mint mark is too low. Well, might have an earlier one or two coming up. 55 Denver. 45 Philly. Another 44. Got a 1923. I don't think we've seen one of them yet. 55 Philly. $44 and the 39. Grab another handful. $56 Philly. Yeah, I'm seeing an earlier one there coming up. Another 56 Denver, not the Shadow D. $51 Denver. $58 Denver. This is our earlier one. 1921. Philly. $44. 46. 50. Make sure it isn't an S. Like I say, we haven't seen any S mints. Littlefoot was in here earlier. Otis. $58 Denver. 45. Maybe off doing something. 53. $52 Denver. Right there. Chris never wins. There we go, 1917, not in bad shape. You look at. $51. Looks like Kane's back. Milking bears and riding tricycles. That sounds like an interesting combination there, Otis. 51 Denver, 56 Denver, not our Shadow D. Ooh, there's some money bags popping out. $46. 52 Denver. Looks like it's about time for our middle of the stream giveaway. We'll do another handful or two. Little handfuls. $57. 56 Denver. And I don't think that's high enough on the mint mark, but we'll look at it. 49. Got it. And then we got a 50 right after it. To Denver. $7 Denver. Hey Jimmy. There's Littlefoot Otis. $56. That is a 38. $49 and $50. Oh no, Jim. Get feeling better, Jim. Hospital ain't the place to be. Hopefully they get you straightened out. 56 Denver. I think that's a 55. Yeah, that's a 55. $54 Denver. 52 Denver. I would sure like to see an S-mint or two. I guess at least we're seeing some earlier dates. Better than the last bag with that regard. 55. And we got 251 Phillies back to back. Looks like an earlier one there. Another 1919. $46, $56. We're working on it. We're working on it, Muscle Shell. This bag we've been having trouble finding S-mints. 56 Denver, 51 Denver. But we have been finding some earlier dates for the other earlier albums, so that's a good thing. 42, 57. 56 Denver, not the one we're looking for. One more handful, we'll do our middle of stream giveaway. And what is that? 45. 52. There's another earlier one with a mint mark. Well, there's one of our S mint marks on a 1919. That'll fill a spot. We haven't seen one of them yet. $55, $45, $58, Philly. There's a 50. I'm sure we got it. $44, another $44, $37. 53 Denver, 56, 50, another 44, and the last one is a 45. Okay, looks like we aren't going to get any S mint marks to fill spots. We do have a few D's yet to fill, but mostly S's. We got a few D's. 48, 47, 42, 41. Middle stream. See what we got. War nickel and dime. We've got a 43 Philly on the war nickel. We have a 64 out of Denver on the rosy dime. Close Chris. Over here and start the giveaway. Explanation point raffle will get you in there. Explanation point raffle. Get in that giveaway. Like you guys are hopping in there pretty quick. Yeah, and hopefully everybody's having a good weekend. Okay, Jimmy. Thank you for letting me know. Coach James. Yep, Scott got in there. Looks like Terry's getting in there. Get some most of you are in there. Seeing some money bags pop out. Close, Scott. Been a while since the raffle or the bounties hit. Other than that, not much going on here. Gonna go watch NASCAR tomorrow. New track. Larry is the bot picking on you. Yeah, there was 2 money bags, Larry, but you got some doggy doo-doo along with it. Okay. It's like time is up. 32 of you in there this time. Holy cow. Pick a winner. Looky there. The guy that never wins. He never wins. What's up with that? He never wins. Are you, Larry? Congrats, Chris. Brian says rigged. Jimmy says I never won before. Okay. A lot of hearts coming out there. Broken ones and not. Back to your beer and your campfire, Brian. $46, $42, $44. There's a 1940, but we've got a pile of them laid over there to go in the other book. Mission to clear out your son's refrigerator. Trying to clear out all the beer there, Brian. 58 Denver. Got a 53. I think it's a Denver. I haven't seen those San Franciscos. Yeah, it's a Denver. There's an early one. We've seen a 20 yet tonight. That is a 1920 Philly. A pretty good pile of 20s. Probably more than 30s. 51 Denver. 52 Denver. 46, 44, 55 out of Denver, 57 Denver. There's another 1919 San Francisco. Finding a few early date San Franciscos, but none of the 40s and 50s. 37. Get back over here on my Streamlabs page. The YouTube screen is going good tonight. I haven't seen any errors on it. '56 Denver. Not our Shadow D. 45. I'm dropping pennies. 55. Still dropping pennies. 50 Philly. 42 Philly. 45. Look at these again. 45 with a mint mark. We've got the Denver. I better make sure it's not a San Francisco. It's not. '56, 44, another 56 Denver, not what we're looking for. Another 1940, 52, 45, 56 Denver. Looking where that mint mark is, not what we're looking for. It's like an early one maybe there. '57, 52, 58. There's a 36. Is that our earlier looking one? Must have been. 46. And that's a 50 out of Denver. Close Silverman. I know, slot machine's been nasty. I think Lyle was the last one to hit it, and that was way early. No, Silverman did, and Dennis did. Give them to the U.S. But yeah, slot's been, I think the slot machine's broken. There's been 3 so far there, Larry. They were all early. Like I say, I think Silverman was the last one. That was probably in the first half hour. Dennis says we're going to blame that on you, Larry. $55 Denver. $51 out of Denver. There's another early one. 20 something. 26, but no mint mark. Michael got the poo. Ooh, there we go. 1914. No mint mark. That's too bad. Either one of the mint marked ones would have been a good one. $14 itself isn't bad, but 57. $53 Denver. 44. $41. Getting a pretty good pile there to scope again. Another early one, 1918. And the 25 following it. $45. $55. What looks like a die chip, and I don't think that's due to wear. Show you guys that one. Die chip in the mint mark, looks like. Not much left there for Denver, middle of the Denver. So I had to put it under the scope. I couldn't tell what it was. 47 Denver. Hey, we've got another 44 to look at, Denver. Yeah, I think it had a little die chip or two going on there. 56. That mint mark looks up high enough. And a 45. Well, we got a pile here. It's time for do some scoping. It's like I need to wipe down my surface there again. $55. See anything going on there? $58. Say it'd sure be nice to find one of them and make a few grand. Or a lot of grands. Another 55. That would be a good question for a coin collector. If you found something like that 58 Philly DDO that there's only a couple known of, could you sell it or would you keep it in your collection? You'd buy a few dinners. So would one of those double dies. Not that one. Littlefoot says sell. I would have to agree with you, Littlefoot. Just to see how much it could bring. Okay, where's that shadow D on this one? I'm not seeing it. Okay, looking for that over mint mark, 44 D over S. You would definitely see a little bit. That S above the D. Not there on that one. We did find that 46 D over, or S over D here a while back. Okay, nothing going on there. At 55. Got about 8 or 9 yet to go. Another 55. Not even seeing a poor man's going on here on these. Here's our 17. Pretty good shape for a 17. A lot of these are pretty slick. And there is a DDO that you find on the date. You'll see a split in the top of the 9 and on the top of the 7. You can see the split in the top part of the 9. Not seeing it. Boy, that coin is pretty nice. What do we got for wheat ears going on? It's not a bad coin. A lot nicer than the 17s I usually see. Uh-oh, somebody hit the slots while I was looking at setting that one aside. Okay, let me go back. Silverman hit again. Yeah, he did. See what we got here for an Indian head. I know there's some earlier ones in here. $18.99 on the Indian head. Silverman. Of course, the $50 sets. P&D Privy dollar coins. Iowa. P or D, I guess I should say. Want the half set this time? Gotcha. You want one of the 2026s, I'm guessing? Silverman. There you go. Get you a bag. Pretty sure I've sent you stuff before, Silverman, haven't I? I'm pretty sure I have. Okay, as long as your address hasn't changed, I got it. Congrats, congrats. He's been the one that's hit the slots twice tonight. Okay, let's get back over here and finish up the one in there 7. 55. Nope, nothing going on there. Yeah, that mark's way too low for the Shadow D. Or the other DD or RPM that we found in the past. 41. Should be nice to find one of these DDOs. Many of these we go through and look at. But I'm not seeing it on that one. Another 58. No. Say that one's pretty much naked eye visible if you'd add one. Big spread like the 55. on the Liberty. Thickness there on this 41 on the In God We Trust, but just make sure I don't see any split serifs or splits in the letters. Just a little thickness. Again, looking for the couple DDOs. Find on this one. Over there for a while we were finding a lot of the peg leg R's on these 36s, but we haven't seen any for a while. On the in the Liberty. That one's pretty rough for 56. It marks in the right place though. Of course, we got a little something going on there about where the shadow mint mark would be. There's actually a couple of different ones. I have to remember to. There isn't actually a second one where the D is up in the 9. But the mint mark is in normal ones in the same place. Okay. Off the scope we go. Back to the hunt. Looks like we got time to get through a few more handfuls. $40, $56. Another 56 Denver. Not what we're looking for. That one looks early. Looks like a couple, 2 or 3 early ones here in a row. Nah, it's just a 44. That one is. That's a 27. And the 29. That one looks old too, but it is 34. That one we've seen. 49. $56 Denver. Not one we're looking for there. 46. 45. Haven't filled a spot for quite a while here. Ooh. Well, that is a better date, I believe. 58 Denver. Not that one, but coming up here in a little bit. 56 Denver. Not one we're looking for. This is the one. Too bad that isn't an S mint mark, but I think even the D is lower mintage if I remember right. $26. Yeah, 26 Denver, 28 million. Don't see many of them. Definitely one we haven't seen tonight. Too bad it isn't an S. It'd have a semi-key. $46. There's a 41. $45. I'm not too sure we didn't find a 26S in one of these bag hunts from DT. It sure seemed like it. $6 Denver. Mint mark is up there. We better look at it. 42. 57 Denver. 58 Denver. 53 Denver. And we got a 26 plain, which I think we've seen already tonight. Okay, Larry, get them brakes installed. Another pretty nice 57 Denver there. $53 Denver. $51 Denver. We'll be having our end of stream here in about 15 minutes. 51 Denver. I say we haven't had any S mint marks except for the 1919, couple of them. 52 Denver, 51 Denver, 46 Philly. Nice cane. 53 Denver. That's a 20. Pretty sure we seen that 20 Philly earlier. 48. 56. K-Bot, no turd, says Otis. Do you, Chris? You get to 200 hours? Wow. $46. 58 Denver. $42. 48. Exactly, Muscle Shell. We want a book filler. We haven't hit a spot for quite a while. And there's some Denver mint marks we could hit, but They say I got no hope for San Francisco's in this bag. 56, 44, 42. That's one reason I buy them rolls of estimates for the second fill on the books. Fill some of those estimate spots that don't seem to get them. Usually get a few though. 42, 58 Denver. Being stingy in this bag. $41. $50 Denver. 47. Hi KJ. About one more handful and scope the ones we got out here, and about time to call her quits for tonight. 46, 56 Denver. Close coin silver. 45, 57 Denver. $53 Denver. 54 Denver. Another 53 Denver. 58 Denver. 48. 47 Denver. There's one of the ones we need. Finally a spot filler. Need a 48 Denver too. Gosh, hopefully I haven't skipped over that one. Not, I'm sure we'll find one. 46. Yep, 58. 55. 6 Denver. $44. Everybody needs 44s. With over 1 billion of them made. 55. 35. 53 Denver. 51 Denver. 4 to go, and then about a half dozen to scope. Another 44. 52 Denver. That's a 40. And the last one is a 56 out of Philly. Well, we got quite a few estimates to fill. We got through, I'm guessing 300 or a little more tonight of that bag. Put it aside for the next stream next weekend. They got about a half dozen or so here to scope, and we'll get our giveaway going. Still like to know why that I had that centered earlier tonight. No, we can't leave it centered. It's got to change it. $55. Seeing any poor man's on there. Even. What do you think? As many of these we hunt? We'd find one of the Shadow D's, but we did find one of the other RPMs hunting for this one. I'm not seeing that extra Shadow D below, or I think the other one is right around the bottom of the 9 to the left of the leg, if I remember right. $55. Now there's a little poor man's doubling going on. Little machine doubling on the last 5. And some scratches. Three to go. 41. See, I have that other 41 earlier tonight. I'm going to have to check it over pretty good. I'm not seeing anything on that one. Little bit of delamination going on there on that one. Another 41. You can see a little bit of a split on this one. Not seeing anything on the 1 though. So we would like to see a little offset on the first one. No, nothing there. Last one. And it's a 58. Okay, nope, not what we wanted to see. Okay, close, Chris. We'll work on these again next week. I will get the 40s put into the other book. Or actually all there was is just a 40 Philly. Wasn't a Denver or San Francisco, so we'll do that off the live stream. Okay. End of stream. This Stewart and Silverman both put a couple bounties to the end of stream. How close to 50 likes did we get? Probably not tonight. First up, got a 62 out of Denver quarter. That is one choice. I will let you guys, whoever wins it, if you want to switch it out for one of the other bounties, I can do that. Take the quarter, silver quarter, the uncirculated steel cents, or the books. Have you seen, this is what we do with the books. Once we get them, I'll actually throw in some of the earlier dates, get you, there's 50 in this book of the 89. Second album, later album, it is all full. We got some nice scents in there, as you can see. That is option number 3. And like I said, to the winner, go a couple bounties. We'll get over to the giveaway screen. Close, KJ. End of stream. There we go. Explanation point raffle. A couple of you are right on it. In there quick. Again, thanks everybody for coming in tonight. I say I'll know more about our members stream here after tomorrow. We'll definitely post something about it. Like I say, I don't think the 4th of July weekend's probably a good weekend to do it. So, and then the following week I am off racing again. So we'll figure something out. It'll probably have to be a 2-night deal. There's 27, I believe, after Dennis gets in there. It's 26 or 27 members this month. Like I said, sure we're going to do nickels this time around for you guys. I'll have 3 different sources for them. So, never know what you might get. Well, Dennis, the one thing about 4th of July, my buddy and me have done it since probably the early to mid 2000s. Have done fireworks that weekend. I mean, we do it till we are wore out. Usually one of the last in the area doing them. So just kind of something we do every year. Sit down, try to blow our fingers off. Yeah, that's on a weekend. 4th and 5th are Saturday and Sunday this year. Yeah, 250th birthday this year. Reason for all these fancy, expensive coins coming from the mint. Well, oh, Dennis, that's sorry to hear that. Close mic. Hopefully everybody got in there. I don't see anybody late trying to get in there. 27 of you. We'll pick a winner. Metallic Silver Skull, MSS. MSS. Okay, Metallic, your choice. Yes, you did, Metallic. Your choice on the book, the quarter, or the unk sets, unk steel cents. And you'll get the slot bounties. Where is Chris? I don't know. And if you want to swap them slot bounties for something else, you want the books? I'm guessing. I'm just going to write on here. Oh, Muscle Shell, you're a little bit late. If you weren't in there. Take the gifts as given. That is a good thing. Thank you, Muscle Shell, or MSS. I tried to screw that up. Congrats, congrats. I agree. Nice choice, MSS. Definitely the most valuable. Heck, the books are worth what the quarter is worth, so. Anyway, guys, we're going to get out of here. We'll see you again next week. Thanks to my mods, Kane, Mike DeGreet, Dennis. Like I say, Dennis, I will look at your envelope and I'll get a hold of you. Let you know. But anyway, guys, thanks for joining us. We will be back next Saturday night again. I'm pretty sure it'll be Saturday night. So, anyway, yep, Dennis, I will be streaming next week. It's 2 weeks from now is the questionable one. So, yep, next Saturday. I am not racing next Saturday, although I could. So, anyway, guys, we're going to get out of here. I got to get back over here on the other screen where we're going to see ya. And thanks, everybody. We'll catch you next time.